Hey y'all. So yesterday I went to Richard Ojeda's uh, official campaign announcement rally for his presidency campaign, and there was some good, there was some bad, and there was a lot of concerning. Now look, I'll start with the good. The good is he had this kind of half-assed stance on healthcare, or we're gonna buy-in option with the ACA. He did announce that he is going to be supporting Medicare for all, so that's good. He talked about legalizing cannabis, and not only that, but freeing everybody that's in jail because of it. He said, very pro-union, pro-worker. He talked about prevailing wage, a living wage. He didn't say what the living wage was or when it would be instituted. And, I get it. It's a rally. He's there to, get everybody pumped up. But I'm one of those people, you're going to have to talk policy to me. So I'm not saying, for him to get up there and try to get everybody excited and start talking and here's my calculations, yeah, here's my math. But there were some concerning things, for sure. Now, one of them is Crystal Ball is his campaign advisor. She worked with MSNBC, I believe. I don't think she's on there anymore. I think they canned her. I saw her once on Jimmy Dore. She sounded like she was on the up and up, but I was on because I rode a bus. I rode their bus on the way up there, and there was a lot of press on my bus. And one of the guys on the way up, he was asking people about the finances. Now, I don't know. He himself is not taking any corporate money, and that's what he's running on, which is fantastic. But at the same time, this guy that was sitting behind me on the bus was talking about, well, do you know anything about his finances and all this stuff? Well, while he was there, I saw him talking to Crystal Ball about it. Now, on the way back, I heard him talking to one of his coworkers saying that when he questioned her about it, she got very defensive. Now, I don't know if it was something personal that she's working on or something to do with the campaign. But when he questioned her, she got defensive. When he pushed her on it, she said, "You're only asking me this because I'm a woman." Now, where have we heard that before? Donna Brazile, Hillary Clinton. Don't play the woman card. It ain't about you. It ain't about being a woman. That is very disheartening to see that he is surrounding himself with people like that. I wouldn't say surrounding himself, but I know at least her, that's not good. If that's her attitude, that's not somebody that he needs in his bubble. The other thing is this star-spangled patriotism that I get it. I ain't knocking vets at all. But he's pushing a lie that's that we're out there fighting for freedom. I keep hearing people, he fought for our freedom. He defended America. No. He fought in a war of aggression based on lies. That's what he fought in. And you would think that he would fight against that, considering how much, it bothers him that, he had, as he puts it, brothers that died in the line of battle. He's got this big back piece tattoo dedicated to him with their names. If that's a thing, why is he pushing this glory of battle? And I get that that's, I guess supposed to be a selling point as a politician, but, it's not, he's not being honest about why our military fights. And he wants to do all this stuff healthcare and good paying jobs, and we can't have any of that as long as the war machine is going. We're not going to get any of this stuff because any extra money that our government is getting is going straight to our military budget. Our bloated military budget. That's exactly where all of our money's going to. And I don't know, even when you go on his website, everything is wrapped up in this militaristic lingo. Everything at the rally was, we're talking about us being his army and standing shoulder to shoulder and fighting. It was just like this very, like the glory of battle. And I don't understand it. And my gut is telling me there's something this just isn't right. The thing is, he doesn't strike me as somebody that wants to go out and do evil. My gut tells me that too. Like, he doesn't strike me as an evil person, somebody that wants to do bad, somebody that's trying to con me. But at the same time, I don't want to go out and say, like, I'm not going to vote for him based on a feeling. But my gut is basically just some subconscious things maybe that I've put together, or a bunch of circumstantial evidence that just keeps adding up. But this whole military thing is just really over the top. And I'm not saying that he should be ashamed of what he did, but he needs to be honest about it too. And what did he do when he came back from the war? He served as the state's army recruiter to go and send more children over there to go fight in our wars of aggression. And that does not sit well with me. It was also said at his rally that, when the towers came down, we went over there and we fought the people that did it. No, we didn't. Because, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but most, if not all, of the people that attacked us on 9/11 was from Saudi Arabia. And last time I checked, we love giving them money to blow up poor people in other countries, to commit genocide in Yemen. So, what is it? Which is it? Maybe this is just something that he's doing so that maybe people will listen to him when he speaks out about the war, but I have a feeling he's not going to. If he hasn't yet, he's not, so far he hasn't been one to tiptoe with his words or back down from a fight. So I don't know why he's beating around the bush on this. So what my gut is telling me, corporations might not be buying him off, but maybe he's drunk the Kool-Aid from the military-industrial complex. Either way, I cannot vote for somebody or support somebody that is pro-military-industrial complex, somebody that is pro-wars of aggression, somebody that is going to continue our wars of aggression and not end it. We're not defending ourselves. This is colonization. We are going over and occupying other countries so that we can steal their resources and kill their people. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And he talks about this war on the opioid epidemic. And fact is, the reason that we have an opioid epidemic yet again goes back to the war. Because when is it? Okay, so we started our war early 2000s, okay, and then right around that time, you'll start seeing the opioid epidemic really just explode. Now, what is it that they have over there? Poppy fields. Okay? Put two and two together. We go start a war where there's all these just poppy fields, and then we have an opioid epidemic. It's the same thing that we did, with cocaine and crack, and what they did to black people back in the day. It's the same thing, different name, different people, same results. If he ignores the military-industrial complex, none of these other things will come to pass. Ending the opioid epidemic, passing health care, it is too important to ignore. This has to end. These wars have to end. This is all for empire. And empires fall. And that's where we're heading, because we are overreaching and we are pissing off way too many people. And one of these days, because that's what happens with bullies. America is a big old bully, going around picking on all these countries. And one of these days, somebody's going to push back. One of these days, they're all going to come back at us. They're all going to stand up to us. So like I said, he says a lot of nice things about domestic policies. He does. And I traveled 700 miles round trip to see this, to witness this. But as far as getting it done, it won't happen if he stands with the military-industrial complex. So it's very disappointing. Y'all know how excited I was about this guy. I really had high hopes. Even as a campaign, I hope that he at least stays with it long enough to maybe change some perceptions about West Virginia as far as the people here and the ideas that we have. But this over, just glorifying the military and what it does, it's bullshit. And it's got to stop. So that's where I'm at with Richard Ojeda. It sucks, but, it's better to find it out now than later on. So, I've requested an interview with his campaign. We'll see how it goes. I'd love for him to come on, and if he can explain it, I guess his rally probably isn't the best place for him to get into these nuances, so that's why I'm offering him the opportunity to come on and do an interview so that we can get to the bottom of this and he can explain it, because if he is not on board with the things that I've been talking about, then he just absolutely does not have my support. So, anyway, let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you next time. I gotta get to work.